Hi everybody. Pardon me. Hi everybody. Welcome to Bloomington High School North. My name is Thomas Wilson, and I get to teach band here at Bloomington High School North. And seated on stage here is our top group, our Symphonic band we call it. Now, all of these kids were beginners, just like the ones you heard at one point. They all learned how to put together the instrument together one day. They all learned how to make their first sounds. So we do this kind of as, here's the potential. This is where they could be in, there's freshmen in this band, there's sophomores in this band, there's juniors, there's seniors, all in this group. So we do this was kind of, something we came up with when we had the sixth grade program is, hey, let's have the sixth graders play, and then let's throw, our high school groups, our top high school groups up in front of these parents and these kids to see what the potential is. This is not meant to scare anybody, like, oh my gosh, I've never played like that. Every single one of these kids probably at one point said, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to play like that. And, it's so amazing the progress that they make and just how wonderful band itself is. There's nothing else in the school like band. It's so special. I'll talk about that a little bit more later on. We just have a couple more pieces to play for you. We have a really beautiful arrangement of green sleeves we're going to do for you, and then sleigh ride right after that. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to play some more music for you. Thank you, everybody. this job is so much fun. Like today I was conducting the kids, and you know, it's so much fun to be up here with these kids and to make music with them. And all of you guys, and like I said, I was in 6th grade once, and I remember I couldn't even think about anything more than what I wanted for lunch that day. But I still think there's an opportunity to make music, to make band part of your schedule, and to make that something that, you know, is a big part of your life. These kids, I always say, you know, band kids are the best kids in the school, and I say that to anybody here at the school, that the band kids that I get to teach here at the school, they're the best kids in the school. They work the hardest, they have the best attitudes, they learn to work together. That's a huge thing. We have, you know, jazz bands here at the school, we have marching band, we have concert bands. This is just one of our 3 concert bands. Our marching band went to state finals this year and got 8th place, and we got to march in Lucas Oil State. I know that you're going to be presented with all these options, but it's so important to make a decision. You know, parents, help them make that decision, because some of you probably were in band. I bet that's a reason a lot of your kids are in bands, because you were in band. You're like, hey, I was in band, you need to try this for a year. I loved it, it was so much fun. Some of you might have even played Imperato when you were in high school, you know? Maybe you recognize it, oh my gosh, I played that in 19 or 18 or whatever, right? So, you know, I just can't tell you enough how special this is, that what we get to do here and what the music we get to make here with these kids. And, let's not have something to piggyback on.
We added up our combined years of being high school band directors. Actually, we both taught 6 through 12 at some point in our career. And we have 71 years between Tom Wilson and I. And it just means I'm probably a lot older than he is. But anyway, it was just such a rewarding life. I never worked a day. I never worked a day in my life. And I figured, thank you, but we're really lucky people to get to be teachers. And we're, first of all, teachers. And the way we teach is through music. Some special things are, when you go to your middle school next year, that's going to be a lot bigger building, isn't it, than your elementary. And you'll be changing classes, and you'll be a whole bunch of, there'll be older students. Oh my gosh, there'll be 8th graders. Oh no, a year older than you next year. And it's so important to have a home, somewhere where you feel safe, some room where you can walk into it and see other people that you know are your friends. Oh gosh, I'm in the same class as people I know. Shoot! And the band room has always been one of those safe havens, primarily because you're some pretty special students, you 6th graders already. And it's important to have a good peer group. It's so important that you don't get mixed up with people who will just distract you. You need to be around other good students for your whole life, around good people. And then good things happen to you. I also want to say that learning music is like learning another language. You might say, oh, I have to take French and German and Spanish. And okay, whatever, sure. I took my 2 years of French in high school and said, okay, I'm done with that. That was just me. But I do think that music, I know music is a language. This is the classical language of music. Wait till you get into the jazz language of music and the creative part of being in a jazz ensemble and improvising solos someday. Oh my gosh, it is just amazing. The leadership opportunities you get. Yes, you have them in sports. You know, there's a quarterback and a captain, but there's lots of section leaders in marching band. There are a lot of section leaders in the concert band. In the jazz bands, we have leaders.
You can do band and sports.
You can do band and sports. Band is a class at middle school. It's not before school or after school. It's a class.
You can absolutely do both. Don't think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. You can absolutely, all of you 6th graders, you can do band and a sport. Don't let that think that, oh, I can't do that because I'm going to do this. No, absolutely not. Lots of these kids on the stage are involved in athletics.
Why don't you raise your hand if you're also in a sport? Or cheerleading or dance or theater or choir or what else is there? And that's great. You know, middle school is your time to explore things. So if there's something that interests you, a sport, music, do it and have fun. Make sure there's always something at school that's fun, that you look forward to getting up in the morning. All right, that's the end of my soapbox.
As you can tell,
As you can tell, Ms. Stockhouse and I are really passionate about this. And, you know, it's just a great place for your kids to be and a great thing for them to do. All of you guys, anything worth doing is hard work, right? Is it tedious sometimes? Absolutely. These guys on stage would say he really holds their feet to the fire sometimes. But anything in life worth doing is going to be hard work, and you're going to get those benefits from it. So, are we ready to do this?
Stockhouse. You can talk about it.